I have a number of different ways of teaching indices. One of them, which seems fairly unique, I don't see other people teaching it like this, is that indices are a code. So I've decided to make a video about this. There's 3 different positions for a number or a part of the code in the power. What if there's a 2 up here? Let me just do that again. Well, then that's just 9 squared. There you go. So that's just like squared. What if there's a 2 down here? Well, that means square root. This can be a bit confusing. The thing is, let's put the 2 down there. You can't. It might not be clear, so this is how I describe it. Mathematicians went, well, let's make it a fraction. And then another mathematician said, can we just stick a 1 up there? Because that way we know that's not a slip of the pen. We know there's definitely a 2 at the bottom of a fraction. And then another mathematician said, that's a great idea, but what about the 1? Isn't that really confusing? Isn't that going to mess up our answer? It's like, oh no, that's fine. Because what's 9 to the 1? Well, it's just 9. Which means you can just, it doesn't matter, you're not changing the answer, but you're just making it really clear that the 2's at the bottom. Bear with me, one more thing to explain and then we'll get on with it. You might see a minus in front, and that means flip the number over. Wait, but I can't flip a 9 over, can I? Well, no, I'm going to say no, you can't. Correct. You can't do it. However, let's make it 9 over 1, because you can definitely flip 9, because that still means 9, yeah? In which case that's 1 over 9. Right, we can do some examples. The example should make it clearer. If this is far too difficult for you, maybe this is at the wrong level. This is kind of aimed at generally slightly more advanced students, as a different way to think about this that can help. Okay, have a go at these questions on your own, and then I'm going to work through them. Okay, so you probably pause the video to do that. Now, 3 squared, that's 3 times 3, which is 9, because the 2's at the top, which means it's a power, it means it's squared. This 2's at the bottom, which means it's square root, and the square root of 25 is 5. What does a minus in the front mean? That just means flip it upside down. So we'll make it 7 over 1, because then we can flip it, and that makes it 1/7. Somebody might be saying, I thought you were supposed to write 7 to the minus 1. Do you know what? With my students, I sometimes don't bother writing the 1, just to spell out that it's the minus that's the important thing. And the 1 doesn't actually do anything, because what's 7 to the 1? That's just 7, yeah? It doesn't do anything, so it doesn't matter. But it is the convention that you write a 1 there. Anyway. Oh, this is interesting. We've got 2 things. We got that 2 at the bottom. We've also got the minus. Let's do the 2 at the bottom first. That means square root of 25. We'll just stick some brackets around there and keep them so we've still got the minus working. So that's 5 to the minus. And we know minus just means turn it upside down, which will make it 1/5. Let's do one more example. Oh, this example has all 3. So we've got 3 things to do. Let's deal with, I always deal with the root first, because it makes the number smaller, because if I do the power at the top, that can make the number ridiculously large. So what's the cubed root of 8? That's 2. And then we've still got a minus and a 2 left to deal with. I'm going to deal with the 2 next. So that would be 2 squared is 4. We haven't dealt with a minus yet, just got to deal with that now. Oh, that just means flip it upside down. You can't flip 4 upside down, but you can flip 4 over 1 upside down, which is like the fraction version that still means 4. So the answer is 1/4. That's the end of that video. You may be watching this because you're one of my students and I've sent you to this video. This is a reminder of how to think about indices as a code, which I know that some of you find very useful, and I personally find it very useful. Helps me when I've got like a really long equation with lots of things going on. I can just see exactly what it means.